This is Matthew Moore from Boston, Massachusetts, and this is Project 3 titled Mail for CS50's Web Programming with Python and JavaScript. So you can see that we're logged in here as hulk@marvel.com. We have a couple emails in our inbox. We have this first email, which is unread. You can tell because it's in a white box, and a second email that is already read, and you can tell because it's in a gray box. Let's compose an email. So let's send an email to Captain America, and we'll say, "How are you doing?" And just check in on him. And we'll submit that, and then we're immediately taken to our sent box, and we can see this email showed up already, and it says in the subject line, "How are you doing?" Spec number 2, when we visit our inbox, our sent box, or our archived box, we should be able to see all of the emails in each of those individual boxes. So if we go to inbox, we can see see those emails, the sent box, and we have nothing in the archived box, but we will get to that in a little bit. And then just in the later part of the spec, as I already kind of mentioned, you can see that an unread email shows up in a white box, and a read email shows up in a gray box. So let's click on this email. Now it should be marked as read, and let's go back to our inbox, and there it is. Now it's in gray because it's marked as read. And then viewing an email, so like we just did, we can click on an email, and we get a little bit more information on the email, like who it's from, who it's to, the subject, a timestamp, and then because we're looking at this email from our inbox, we have a couple additional options. And those are, we can reply to the email, and if we want to, we can move the email to the archive. So more on both of those later. Actually, more on the archive now. So when we're looking at an email, and this is unique to the inbox, we can move it. We can move an email to the archive. So let's click this button here. And when we click it, we load our inbox again, and we see now only 2 emails in here, and that's because one of them has been sent to the archived inbox. And when we click on the email in the archived inbox, we don't have the option to reply to it anymore because we've archived it. But we do have the option to move it back to the inbox to make it active again, and then we'll have the option to reply to the email if we so choose. And that is the last part of the spec, is replying to an email. So when we're looking at an email in our inbox, we should have the option to reply to an email. So if we click on the reply button, we're going to get this nice new email form that's already pre-populated for us, and we're going to see who it's to, the subject, and the body of the email in here. So you can see that we're going to be sending it to Thor, who was the original person who sent us the email. We have the subject with Shield meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. in here, and then we have a kind of description of what was sent and when it was sent previously, and then we can go ahead and we can say, "I won't be late again," and hit submit, and then we're taken to our send box, and we can see that here we go. We have our email in here. Thanks for watching.